What the heck is polyvagal theory? I don't mean parvovirus, but I
Well,
mean for an audience that isn't necessarily scientifically trained.
let's start off with what I think is one of the major take home lessons from the theory, and that is our underlying physiological state shifts our perspective of the world. So, if our body's in a state of mobilization or fight flight, we see the world more negatively. If
Yeah.
our body is calmer through this newer vagal regulation of our autonomic nervous system, we see the world optimistically. If we're shutting down with an ancient vagal circuit where we're dissociating and immobilized and we are literally withdrawn from society, we have no contact with the world. So the first take home is that our physiology, our autonomic state, is this powerful intervening variable, a word from graduate school, that comes between the context that we live in and our responses to that context. And if you step into the world of trauma, people are telling you that they are dealing with a world that is threatening to them, and they're literally telling you that their physiology is in a state of threat, which it is. And all the comorbidities that they describe, including cardiovascular, irritable bowel, a variety of things that are clearly features of the autonomic nervous system not supporting homeostasis. But when does the autonomic nervous system not support homeostasis? When it's being diverted to deal with threat. In a sense, it's interfering with our homeostasis. Now, our current medical world treats each of these disorders separately and tries to treat it when it's a neural retuning of the entire autonomic nervous system with a very powerful adaptive function of trying to enable that individual to survive using threat reactions. So I would say that's the take home. Embedded in it is the fact that we have these three different physiological states: a state of calmness that supports our ability to engage each other or functionally to co-regulate with another person, a
Mhm.
physiological state that is supports mobilization, but can be contained with that newer circuit for play. So we move and we smile at each other and we are co-regulated. But if we don't have the smiling, our movement leads to aggressive behavior. And we have
Mhm.
a shutting down defensive response. But when we keep the social engagement system on board, that immobilization response becomes moments of intimacy. Our body doesn't need to fight. We're comfortable in the proximity of another. So polyvagal theory identifies this evolutionary hierarchy that occurs. And the
Mhm.
newer circuits are basically our management circuit, that when we're safe, we exploit, utilize at the best our entire system.